Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're gonna continue working on part 6 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to finish the kitchen. We already added this, and then we also added the island, and then some of the furniture. Now we're gonna continue working on this by going to level 1. What I want to do here is to add the entertainment system or entertainment. So here I'm just gonna move it a little bit right here, and I think I need to make this one shorter. So in terms of width, I want to put it around 2600 instead, so that we have enough room right here. So I'm happy with the spacing now, knowing that I could add the entertainment system right here. So before we add it, or before we insert it, I want to check the dimension. So here I just tap in on my tab so that to be able to have it onto this side of the wall. So here as well, I'm clicking on that. This is 4970. So now let's go to insert, load family, and then go back to the main, and then here go to furniture, and then storage, and then here we have entertainment center. Click on open, and then CM, and then let's add it. So click on spacebar and let's add it right here. Click on that, edit type. We have some, basically two of the dimensions right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate it again. This will be entertainment center. So I'm gonna put it there. Click on that. Now I know the height should be around 2800 minus 200 for the floor. And then here, if you notice, it wasn't aligned here, so I'm gonna align it again using AL, and then edit this. So now I know 4970 is the width, so I'm going to edit this again. So width, the height, the width, 4970, and then the depth, I want it to be 500 instead. So now I have this one. I'm going to align it again, AL, and then right here. So now it's snuggled there perfectly. If you want to see where the center is, you can create a section, and then from that section we could see what it looks like. So now it looks like this. Let's edit this one again, and then here center width, let's make it around 3000. If it's too much, we could edit this again, and then let's change this to around 2500. Click apply, okay, and then I think this is good enough. We can then add in a TV. So load family, go back to one spot, and then here we have a flat screen TV. Click on open, CM, and then spacebar, add it right in the middle, and then go back to section, and then here you can see how it looks. AL on this, and then right here AL. I want to just put it up first so that we could see the base, and then from here we're gonna snug it in, and then change the dimension right here. So edit type, we have different kinds of size already, but I want to make it bigger. So here I'm gonna edit, duplicate. I'm just gonna name it TV, and then here diagonal, let's make it around 3000. So let's put it at 2300. There we go. So now we could just move it like that, and then it's kind of in the center. So I'm happy with what we've done here. We can now delete this and then delete this as well. We can just press OK on that and then click on save. Now next thing we're gonna do is we're going to add the sliding door. So the sliding door is in the same folder. It's basically right here. You just need to download it. Once you download it, just drag and drop from the downloads folder, and then once you drag it, here I'm dragging it for the first time, it will upgrade itself, and then once it's ready to, or once it's been upgraded, we could add it right here. And then from here we're going to determine the size or the width. So just wait for it to be upgraded, and you will know once you have it. So now here we could actually add it, but I'm gonna add it here for now, because if I add this one right here, it will show me some error and it won't let me add it because it's too much width for the base. So now we have this 5300. We can select that and then edit this. We could now then sliding door width should be around, I said 5300. So we could do 50 or 5000. Let's do 5000 so that we have some gap on the sides and it's not in too much. So here I'm gonna select that CS, and then here I'm just going to add this one right about there. I'm gonna flip it where the handle is, and then here we could this one we could delete this one now. Select this again, and then we're going to fix this a little bit. You could, if you want to be open, you just need to click on that to be open, and then you need to click on edit. We need to change some of the here. So here 0 gap, so just put 0 on those, and then I believe that's good enough. Click apply and then OK. And then this is still, there's a gap here, so right here insert 0. So now it looks like this. It still looks good, especially when it's nugget like that and we have some gap. It's not over too much right here, so that's good. So I'm happy with how it looks. At least you'll be able to go to your backyard once you do. And then obviously we still need to add some glass here, some windows. So we're gonna do that right now. So go to architecture, click on wall, and then go to drop down, click on curtain wall, and then here what we could do is we're going to add the curtain wall right about here, space bar, because I want it to be from the inside, not from the outside. As you can see, it automatically go about that. I still want some gap because I don't want it to be looking like it's all the way right here. It still needs some support. So after this, I'm gonna click on cut geometry. You need to select the wall first and then the curtain wall. Once you finish that, let's look at it at 3D, and it's looking like that. We need to drop it down a little bit. For this one, the height is, let's see what's the height on this one. For the height is 2400 sliding door. So we're gonna maintain that 2400, knowing that there's 200 going down here, so there's a little bit of gap to show that there's a wall there. So here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select this one again, and then we need to minus 600. So now that everything will be leveled. So that's what we're gonna do. And then after this, we could then add the curtain grid so that we could place our mullion. So it's under architecture, and then here you can click on curtain grid. Just stick to all segment, and then here what we're gonna do is it provides you with the midpoint. So here I think it's easier to show it from the bottom. So here the midpoint is 3250, similar to the other side. So it's basically providing the midpoint. So I usually like to see the midpoint first, and then we could divide that again if we want to the middle, or divide it by 3. So we could basically do divided by 3. It's basically snapping. So here it's saying the same thing, 1083.3 on all of 3. So that's how you do it. It's basically snapping if you want to divide 3 of them. So it's snapping like that. So I kind of like that. And then here what we're gonna do is go back to architecture and now click on mullion, and then I'm usually gonna put all grid, but we need to change this. Instead of 50 by 150, we need to 50 by 65 rectangular mullion. And then after that, just simply select here, and then as you can see, we have our curtain wall right here, and that looks nice. One thing that I want to edit from here is, instead of this one to be bench, I want to change it or to move it right here. The reason for that is so that we could add a curtain wall here or a window so that natural light can come in. I think that's the best way of doing this. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select this CS, and then here I'm just going to add it right there, and then here the sliding door CS again, and then here the line CS, and then just add it in the middle, and then there's 2 of them. And then now we could just remove this and then remove the lines, and then now we have more space here. We could just add in a bench. So here we're going to just go to insert, load family, and then now seating, and then we have a locker room bench. That's a perfect one for this space, CM. And then here we could just add it like that. We could align it properly. I'm just going to show this AL, and then click it like that. And then now we'll be able to add curtain wall. So I'm just going to select this CS, and then here we could just add it. I'm gonna add 3 of the same thing. So select this CO to copy, and then 600. So the spacing is 600, and then I'm going to select all of them and then move it, just eyeballing it in the middle. Same thing right here, CS, we're going to add a window at the top portion only, and then here as well, so that there's some natural light coming in. And then here what we could do is we could show the stairs, because we're gonna add a stairs right here as well. But before that, let's finish the windows on the first, and then let's add the floor. So here, click on cut geometry, wall first, and then window, wall first, window, wall first, window. So that's the step that you need to do so that you can cut it properly. Because that I copy here, all of them copy the same height, but obviously we need to pull this one up because we just want it at the top level like that. Then I'm going to align the same height right here, and then up to there. For this part, I'm just going to move it a little bit at the top, just give it some height, and then AL again, and then do the same height on all of them. So I'm happy with that as well. And then here we could just delete this. So I'm gonna delete that now. And then as you can see, this one looks nice now. And then now, let's add in our floor. So there's going to be just 2 floors. Usually you can do a floor right here, a different one, and then right here as well. But for now, I'm gonna do grass here, and then here is a stone. So let's go to architecture, click on floor. So here we could edit this one, duplicate, we could just call it floor number 1, and then press OK. And then here, click on edit. This one should be 200 thickness. And then here, for the material, what we could do is we could click on or look for a stone finish. And then let's use rubble just to differentiate. Click on OK, and then once you do, let's click on pick line. We're gonna use the one from the inside here. Okay, so we're going to add from the inside. So just click on all of the inside of the wall. Except for this part. We still want this one to be from the outside, because if we cut it from here, this will be grass. So that doesn't look good. So here, what we're gonna do is we're going to add the grass right there, the stone right there, and also we're going to add the grass from the ground area. That's because this is above ground. So I just want to point that out. So here we have everything added, and then we could just click finish. And then if we take a look, let's see if everything looks good. So we have this one, and then now we could go to ground, and then from ground we need to add floor number 2. So we need to duplicate floor number 2, edit. This one will be grass. Click go up, click apply, OK, and then OK. And then now select here, we need to add it right about there. So don't worry, we're going to add a stairs, and then here just click on finish. We're also going to add concrete here on this, so we could add concrete now. So click on floor, edit type, duplicate this one, and then edit again, and then here concrete. And then here we have different concrete. Let's just add this one. Apply, and then select rectangle, and then here we could just add it right there. Click on finish, and then let's look at it at 3D. So right now it's just looking like this. What we could do is we could select all our exterior wall, and then here we could base constraint it to ground, and then here we could do that the same thing. So only exterior walls, and then obviously we're going to pull this one out. We could pull this one out and then add a different wall onto this side. So trim and extend on this part, and then here that's the only thing that I don't like on this part, is it's overlapping. But that's the thing though, if we pull that out, it will be looking like it's. So what I'm proposing to do is just click on level 1. Let's select that, and then just move this one a little bit. Edit, just couple of notch to go inside, and then let's see how it looks. It's still not good, but just undo those. I'm just gonna undo the changes except for this one, and then we could just deal with that later on once we do that, because this one we need to change the base offset. So now we could just edit this one again, and then let's see how it looks without it overlapping. I just don't want the overlapping of the walls. It doesn't look good. So now that looks much better. I like how it looks. So let's stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.